Hi there folks, it's Jonathan Denwood here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about some of the best training platforms if you're trying to build a customer focused onboarding training experience that really helps your customer base. You might be a business to consumer, business to business. This can work really well on either type of scenario, but having a really great training experience for your customers in 2025 is really important. At WP-Tonic, we've got a ton of experience in utilizing building training platforms for our larger clientele. I'm going to share some of the best platforms and some of the insights with you in this video. I'll be back in a few moments, folks. So you're thinking about building a training portal for your customers as a kind of onboarding experience and reducing the support ticket or the outreach that your new clients, your new customers, or existing customers are making to your support team. This is a fundamental cost to doing business, and also having a great onboarding training experience can really reduce churn dramatically. So it's definitely worth thinking about. So there are a number of what is called learning management systems, um, that LMSs that can help you achieve this. They're in basically two buckets, really. You've got software as a service, or you've got WordPress. Now, WordPress runs between 40 and 45% of all websites. Some of the largest institutional education institutions utilize WordPress for their online training. And also some of the largest corporations do. NASA is one of those that I like to point out, and the US government. So I do find that some elements with large organizations tend to not look at WordPress. I would highly encourage you not to be one of those because you're missing a powerful platform. I'm going to start with one of the leading SaaS platforms, that's Talent LMS. It's a mature SaaS-based learning management, offers video uploading, quizzes, mobile usability, offers everything. It is quite expensive, but it's not one of the most expensive out there. So definitely have a look at Talent LMS. Also, I think one of its strengths is it's got one of the more modern UX interfaces, and it's one of the more easier of the SaaS platforms to moderate, if you're an administrator, and for the end user to use. Their pricing, like I say, is fair, but compared to WordPress, it's quite expensive. Another SaaS solution is iSpring Learn. iSpring has a learning management system, but it's also got a publishing element as well to its tool set. They are separate products. One of the factors that people have to think about is, will my learning management system enable me to use SCORM files? Now, SCORM is a file format that's been around for a number of years, and basically it's a container file system. So if you've got animation, if you've got quizzes, interactive quizzes with animation and other elements, you can utilize a tool that will publish in the SCORM file format. And then you need a learning management system that will enable you to import that SCORM file and utilize it as part of your training material. A lot of people think you can't use Scorn with WordPress. This is totally incorrect. You, there are a couple of solutions that I'm going to point out right now, which will allow you with an add-on to utilize Scorn content. Now, when you look at the WordPress side, there's definitely two leaders. There's Lifter LMS and LearnDash. I personally think Lifter is the leader when it comes to this type of building a customer educational portal that reduces support tickets and also provides a much more superior onboarding experience, like I say, to business to consumer or B2B, business to business. Now, Lifter provides everything that the leading SaaS platforms provide, but it also provides, which comes from a third-party vendor, a plugin that doesn't cost that much, and then you can actually import SCORM files. I want to point out that there are no WordPress tools that enable you to make SCORM content. For that, you're going to have, there are 2 to 3 specific providers that provide tools, online tools, either apps that you have to download and install on your computer, or they're web-based. iSpring is one of those. Adobe provides a tool to actually publish as well. There's about 3 or 4 of them out there, folks, but WordPress doesn't. But it definitely provides add-on that work really well that enable you to import the SCORM content and utilize it for your educational needs. The same thing applies with LearnDash. You have to use a third-party add-on plugin. There's about 2 to 3 of these. I've written an article. You find the link in the video description that gives you these links and goes into all this in more detail. I like to keep these videos reasonably short because I get a bit bored if I'm throwing too much info. So I like to keep them to reasonable length. So to end it, you definitely got some great SaaS products, but don't forget WordPress because of all the flexibility it provides, and it's much more cost effective than some of the leading SaaS products. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you do, give us a thumbs up, like the video, and think about subscribing to the channel. I'm making all sorts of videos about membership, subscription, corporate training, the best methodologies in e-learning. I cover a lot of topics on this channel, but it's all around membership and e-learning, most of the content. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.